All right, how do I stop coming over the top? I guess I've got to try and shallow here. I've got to dip this side, or do I try and keep my back to the target? Do I try and close the face? Hitting a slice really sucks, but I wager how you're trying to fix it, you're looking in all the wrong places. I wager you have not even looked at the takeaway and how that dictates the rest of your entire swing. We fix this, we fix your slice, you hit straighter, longer drives. Simple. There are many variables to a takeaway. We don't need it to be perfect, but we want to try and eliminate any excessive variables. The way a takeaway can happen, if we use the arms too much and don't use the body, we can pick it up on the outside and we don't wind up correctly, so the swing ends up just sort of being all arms. Yes, I'm exaggerating, but that's the general gist. So then you think, well, okay, I know I don't want to pick it up, so I want to make sure that I'm taking the club around, okay? I want to turn, I want to get behind myself. But when people do that, what happens is we're sort of turning around and this club ends up going too much on the inside. Even if you do use your body, like in the hips to sequence it, your club is stuck on the inside. So then we have to pick it up. Then we're still on the outs, you know, coming over the top again, right? Really silly. Now, what if you just sort of use the arms and think, well, okay, I don't want the body going too much and I don't want the arms going out too much here. So I'm going to just sort of feel this movement to try and get it into the slot here. A little bit more there. But what happens is with that inside takeaway, with that club being pulled there, it sort of puts the wrists in a kind of a weak position. The body hasn't moved correctly. And now I still have to sort of compensate, because if I just carry on there, I'm too flat and down here. So I have to pick it up. And if I pick it up, I'm going to lose the wind up, the turn, which is going to affect distance for one thing, but our consistency. But all of these things, if I move it on the inside, it's going to encourage me to swing over the top. I've got a fantastic drill that is going to help refine and simplify this, and you can even do it at home without hitting shots. It's an old school drill but has worked magic for thousands of golfers to simplify their takeaway. Now there's another thing that I utilize, and it's called HackMotion. HackMotion is a fantastic device, and it's a wrist analyzer. It's very effective, and that's why I love sharing it with you guys, because it gives us the visual and the feelings, because not only does it show us on the app, it shows us on here. It gives us a little buzz when we're doing things correctly. So we can even practice with our eyes closed and get that feedback we need, that sensory feedback, to know that we're in the right placements. So I'm opening up the app. We're going to use the full swing and we're going to go straight to the drills, right? And what we have here is the inside takeaway drill. So I'm just putting it down here to do some little rehearsals. It's going to tell me to take my address, then I'm going to make a little backswing, and I'm correct. So I'm not too much on the inside. Now, if I do bring it on the inside, see, it knows that I'm not in the right spot. Find correct takeaway. So it's going to know, it's giving me that feedback of that's where I want to be. I don't want to be there. I don't want to be there. I want to be there. Not there, there. So if I try and hit a shot with this now, so I'm going to start my backswing. Nope, on the inside. Need to go a little bit slower. There, one rep captured. And here's the thing, I can keep doing repetitions. There, right? So this is what it's doing. It's training me, not some arbitrary positions. It's making it happen where I need to complete my swing. And I can keep rehearsing these movements. So if I'm not in the right spot, I'm going to struggle. So you can keep rehearsing at home, keep doing it, just to find that inside takeaway, because if we bring it on the inside, we're going to end up coming over the top, and we do not want that. It's not a good look. So I've shown you just a little bit of what this can do, even for a takeaway, but it's a fantastic device to show us where we are at setup, backswing, top of backswing, downswing, impact, release. It gives us everything, depending on where you wear it, for short game, long game, or whatever. Now, we're practicing with the driver here. We're hitting some shots with the driver. Generally, when you're working on like a specific thing like a takeaway, I would urge you to start with wedges or irons to begin with necessarily. I just wanted to show you how effective it is when it works for the driver. Now I'm going to show you that drill you can do at home today. All right, let's dial in your takeaway. What I want you to do is take your club and I want you to stick it kind of in your belly button, a bit above your belly button here. And I'm going to take as close as I can of a feeling of a setup, all right? A setup for my driver. That's about where I'm going to be for my driver setup. So what I'm going to do now is just sort of bring it in to here, all right? So it's stuck in my belly. I'm taking my grip, I'm doing everything correctly. Now, how do I start my swing? Now I've got lessons where we talk about starting it with the feet a little bit more, but all we're concentrating right now is to eliminate the hands only, the inside. We're trying to get the sequence correct, and we're starting the swing with the stomach here. I'm moving my stomach back. Now, as you do this initially, it might feel a bit awkward because you might end up tilting a little bit. See how my knee is falling in? That's something you need to watch for. We're trying to stay relatively centered, keeping the nose still throughout the swing, keeping everything pretty stable, and we're just going to here. I'm not trying to swing too far back. I'm staying in balance and I'm moving to here. Everything sort of working together, at least the main components that we need. By just moving my core and staying connected with my arms, I do actually feel movement in my feet and my legs. It's very difficult to move this and not move anything else. That's going to feel sort of awkward. So I'm rehearsing my takeaway nice and smooth to be here. Why is there important? Because if I just take my grip, that's where I want to be. That's not inside, and I can make a nice full backswing and delivery. So showing you from here, take the setup, stick it in the belly, and rehearse that takeaway. And you can see I can't bring it on the inside because I'm going to lose that connection. If I lift it up too much, I'm going to lose that connection. So I'm winding up, takeaway, core towards you now, hands pretty passive, and that's where I'm going to be. You can rehearse that till the cows come home, as long as you want. Just keep rehearsing that little perfect watching golf at home, whatever it might be, waiting on the tee. Keep working on that little rehearsal to stay a little bit more connected and to stop that inside takeaway. And that's it, my friends. Now, if you want a really simple, complete golf swing from start to finish, this lesson is fantastic and it helps you no matter what age or level you are. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.